the day, yeah, at night you slip away. Ooh, don't take my heart. Ooh, don't take my heart.
Hi everybody, this is Arthur with Aday in Telos. And the snow is coming. It's October 2011. Wow. Can you imagine it? This whole year just went whew, all the way past me. And here I am, sitting here on my own stage, 150 shows later, 8 years, and 2 dogs. Wow. Well, the dogs did help me get here. Have you ever thought about where you're going in life? Have you ever sat down and just kind of pondered, well, I'm here right now. I got here because I got here. And now where do I want to go with it from here? Well, I've been doing that lately. Now, there may be some changes in the works there for Aday in Telos, especially for me. Yep, I got to admit, sometimes the world just takes me by the loop. And in this case, I had 3 guests to show up today. Yeah, I want you to introduce yourselves, folks. Where'd they go? They were just here a moment ago. Hey, I'll introduce you to Topaz. This is Topaz. Yeah, Topaz, you say hi to everybody. And this here is Cody. Now they're just going to be hanging out with me because it is such a big couch. I don't want to be by myself or lonely today. So I tell you what's going to be on the hot plate. Well, actually, it is on the hot plate. Remember that pretty girl by the name of Annette Sassoon? Well, guess what we've got out on her. Which one we want to catch? This one over here? There we go. This here is Annette, and this here is Adama. And you can find her series of Adama tapes at Soul Connection. They're DVDs. One is at the back door in Dunsmuir, and one is here in my studio. And believe me, when Adama came alive, he came alive. And he had some pretty good things to be telling all of us. Most of them is to get ready. Get ready for what, you might ask? Well, we're not really sure what 2012 is going to be all about. We got our philosophies and our professors and our wisdom people and our Mayans, and we got some nuts rolling around. Hey, talking about nuts rolling around, I have a screw in my plate in my neck, and it's loose. You can probably hear a pop. Yep, there it goes. Anyway, I have to go in the week here, next week it is. I have an operation on it, fix it up, put a little bit bigger plate on. Though I'm thinking I'm going to take the rest of the month off. Hey, I better check in. Hey, they say I can. So if you don't see me for a month or so, it's because I'm healing. But you know, it's not all that bad of a thing. It's just something, a little mechanical work that needs to be done. You know, I was just talking to my friend about the federal government the other day and the big thing that's going down with them on confiscating the grower's crop. Now that seems to me unfair, especially when the people voted in the fact that the people could have a crop, the medical marijuana. Now, why would you think the federal government needs so much marijuana? Do you think they burn it? Do you think they bury it? I got a thought that they might be selling it. They are in trillions and trillions of dollars in debts with China. Oh, and talk about China. I hear on the grapevine that China is going to, see if I get this right, lease all of the federal lands for parks. All the federal parks, that's it. They're going to lease all the federal parks. Now, what do you think that's going to cause here? My thought is it should bring in a lot more money for tourists, from the tourists, because they're going to be coming into the parks that are now closed or overgrown with marijuana. Wow. How can you close a park and just let it be not seen? That's an incredible thought there. But I bet you as the government goes more in depth, trillions of dollars to China, China's going to come over here and start building their own buildings, their own cities. How would you like to have, I don't know, there would be an awful lot of cities around, but there is one being built in Colorado. So keep your eye open and see what that's going to bring. It just amazes me. I thought our government was run by the people. It seems to me the feds are running the people and the government. And it must be something I heard from Jefferson. If you let an outside entity take care of your money, your children won't have any homes because somebody else is going to have them. Because it's going to overprice. You think about all the wars that the United States federal government is actually causing. You know, our sheriff here in Mount Shasta is standing up against the feds. They'll keep an eye on him. And whatever he says, we should probably think about getting on the boat with him. Because what he doesn't want to have happen here is the feds coming in and taking all the growers' plants. Because that's the 30% income to the economy. 30%. Don't you think there's enough people on disability and welfare and unemployment? Why does a country want to disable the whole country like that? Well, as your gas goes up and goes down, and the heat goes up and goes down, and then the snow gets higher and goes away, it'll be December and in January 2012. Just think, we got a lot of things going to be happening. I'll tell you, the first big thing that's going to happen is it's February 11th. I'm going to have my 55th birthday. Woo! Yeah. We're going to party, people. 55 is a good number. The second thing that's going to be so important is that May 20th, 2012, there's going to be a total solar eclipse right over Mount Shasta. And they're thinking it should arrive about 12 and go away about 2 o'clock. Keep your ears and your eyes open for that. It's already slated for thousands of people to be here. And they're not going to just bring a camera, they're going to bring their families because they want to see something spectacular like this. Hey, I got off the press some DVDs. And I think Soul Connection is going to be selling them all. And this particular one is Finding the Back Door. Can you imagine finding the back door that leads to Telos? I got the man who helped locate it, and we got it all right here. Go to Soul Connections in Mount Shasta starting next week, and ask for your copy. And tell them Arthur sent them. What else do I have? Well, let me see. You know the Adama series is up. Oh, here's another beautiful one. Vibrational Alchemy. Now, we've done a series of different shows to heighten our level of energy, to be able to work with the ascension. Where are we at? There we are. To the ascension. And so, Vibrational Alchemy is one that actually hit the charts, like Fly Like an Eagle. And one of my best friends here is doing a little subsection with it. And when it's finished, it's going to be a masterpiece. And it's all about the people who come to Aday in Telos. Hey, here's another one. Susan Isabel's. She has some information about the prophecies of the Venus transit, the solar eclipse over Mount Shasta, Machu Picchu in 12-12-12. This is going to be a good show. So, if you want, what you want to do is go to Soul Connection, ask it for it. Because when they start knocking on my door, I know you people are serious about learning your chores. How do you know if you're going to sin? They tell us that. The Bible tells us we're going to be raptured. But you know, how do you know that you're going to do that? You won't until that day happens when you're no longer here. Here's another nice show. This is by Annette Susun. And this is the City of Light that she was guided to come here into the Mount Shasta area to build. And you know, folks, she's been here for a couple of years. She just finally bought herself some property. I'm not going to say where it's at, but I will say it's close by. And for the next couple of years, we're going to keep an eye on her. Hey, also Eugene Sway got his planning commission okays for the Spring Hill Les Schwab event that he's putting 2 stories in the ground and 2 stories above, outside place for concerts and lectures, inside nice offices that you can do individual lectures with. Hey, I got a couple more in this box. You know, Santa Claus came early. I'm hoping Santa Claus is going to want you to dig deep inside your pocket. Hey, I got music by Shambhala. Let me tell you about Shambhala. This gentleman with Peter and Fred and Shambhala, they put together right here in this studio one hot, jumping music event. And I think that you all deserve to get this one. So why don't you go to Soul Connections in Mount Shasta and request Shambhala music. It'll keep you in the mood and keep your vibration high. I got a few more here. I just spent a whole bunch of time with this. I had to choose and pick. And you know what was so nice is that most of you people out there really helped me in the last 6 months of my marketing program. Guess who this is? This is the Crystal Bowls with Beverly Wilson. And she's off the hook with telling you how to stay present. Yes, listen to the music and the mind relaxes. And pretty soon, you're under her hypnotic trance. Hey, I can't say that. You'd probably be under my hypnotic trance. But give this one a thought too. You might be able to go to the Crystal Ballroom in Mount Shasta, across from Napa, and asked them for her special autograph crystal bowl, being present now. Hey, working with angels. Have you ever worked with angels? When you come on my show, you end up working with a lot of interesting people. But this was with the most famous lady by the name of Crystal Lynn, who resides in Lake Shastina and is open for your questions. And when you go to Soul Connection, make sure you ask for Working with Angels so you can get her number. So she can tell you what your angel is up to. Hey, I got a couple more. I don't want to bore you. I do have 150 shows in stock. And my lawyer just told me they were worth $300,000. So, with that said, Thanksgiving night. This was really a great place. It was at Aday in Telos Gallery here in Weed, California, right underneath the heart of the mountain. It was so beautiful back in 2008. We played games, we did all types of music videos and all types of music. And if you get this DVD, now this is music, this is strictly music, we're not talking. But we tweaked it a little bit and somebody came out to look like a golden Buddha. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but if you get this here DVD and you give me a call and you tell me who the golden Buddha is, I'll give you a prize and you'll be worth knowing later, though. I can't tell you here. Hey, that's Thanksgiving night. That was one heart party. We had the walls going in and out, breathing, and people turning colors. And well, the drummer, I'll give you the hint, the drummer playing on his drum, he turned into gold. Gold, I'd say. Hey, here's another one. This was my 90th show. And I got an award for having 90 shows in 7 years. So I guess if at 150, I should get another award. But we're going to have to find out how many we've done this year. We set our goal at 40, but I kind of think I did 150. But this is Happy Holidays. The whole family was there. We had 50 people in here. We had 11 dogs. We had 10 people that I interviewed from all over the world. A guy from India was surfing the net and he came across my show, and for the rest of the day he heard in his head, "A day in Telos, a day in Telos." So finally he goes, "What about a day in Telos?" And a little voice in his head said, "You must be on his show to tell the world about raw foods." Can you dig it? Raw foods. Some of these people that he is working with were diabetics, went to their doctor 3 months after eating raw foods, and the doctors were horrified and said, "Don't take no more insulin. You're not a diabetic." After 25 years. Can you get that? And 3 months later, after eating raw foods. Oh, I'm telling you, I have guests that have information that you folks need to know more about. Now, this is my pride and joy right here. This is the Mayan calendar. Well, actually, we talked a lot about all different calendars. Did you ever wonder, when you look at a calendar, people go to Sunday school on Sunday. But in the Bible it says she go to on the Sabbath day. Somehow I think S-U-N doesn't refer to S-O-N, and because S-U-N is on the first day, there's a lot of people out there that are following wolves. Woo! Oh! Anyway, the Mayan calendar talks all about how we're going to go into I want to say pontoon belt. Anyway, we're going to go through the belt, and then the sun isn't going to be seen for 3 days. Well, are you going to wake up or stay in bed, or are you going to go out and look at the stars, or are you going to sit there and go crazy and not know what's going to happen next? But the Mayan elders say, just be by a fire, stay warm, and know that when the sun comes back, it's been resurrected. Wow, that's a metaphor, isn't it? One more. Let me see. Nutrition. Nutrition was the #1 show that everybody loved the best. And you know what? It was probably because of the belly dancer who opened, Serene. Serene Knight, she's a sweetheart. You can go to YouTube and watch her all day long, and she'd probably find her phone number and ask her to come and do a party for you. Anyway, I see Sleeping Beauty here. Are you asleep? Anyway, that's Topaz. So this is nutrition. This has got all types of things that you can eat in the forest. Pause is on it. Carol is on it. We talk about different foods and nutrition about the physical body. And of course, I'm there in my happiest moments. So that's it for those. Remember, the Adama series and the rest of these will be at Soul Connections. And the sooner you start knocking on their door, asking them for the only Aday and Telos talk show they're carrying, that's going to be good. So, hey, you know what? Sounds like my phone is ringing. I guess I better not answer it. It might be my agent saying, he's got a job for me. Wouldn't that be fun? An agent with a job. Well, you know, I think I'm about out of breath and out of wits here. So I just want to say we had a great fundraiser at the brewery on Saturday and Sunday. It was off the hook in a secret location that the brewery has never shown before. And talking about the brewery, on Fridays from 6:30 to 10, the beer nuts are there. Woo! Although I don't drink beer, I'll shake them nuts around. That's what I was going to say. Dance and shake the nuts around. Hey, you come down there and we'll put you in the band. And if you're good enough, I'm sure the place will give you a free drink. Hey, you know what else? There's all these people looking for homes because winter's here and there's not very many willing people. You ever think how much it costs to get into a house or apartment? $1,500 and up for just a deposit. And will you ever see that again? How about every time you go to another rental place and they want to check your credit, they ask you for $30 more for every adult in the family? That doesn't seem quite reasonable. I think we should stop that. I can go and get my own credit report and I'll give them the copy and they can give me the $30. Yes! Such rip-off people. I just don't know. Hey, if you want to sponsor the show, Aday and Telos, please, please, please keep us going. I've just got a sponsor that paid us all the way into the end of December. Thank you. And so January, we're looking for sponsors now, and we'll send some people out to your door who's going to be asking you to sponsor a day in Telos. That way, I can keep my dogs fed. Yeah, buddy. But they're the only ones that really feed me. I do have a crew here, as slim as they are, and that's because they're not eating, but they're going to be feasting next year, because I really think they deserve a raise. And since I'm the only one getting, well, probably shouldn't say that. I'm getting wages, union wages for a host, and so the rest of the people should get union wages. You know what? Community television is so important. This place started 20 years ago in the back office at the police department in a closet. And now we're out. Yes, we're at College of the Siskiyous. We're hot. We're around the world, and we're also still in touch with Mount Shasta, Dunsmuir, and Weed, California. I think that's about all I'm going to say. Enjoy the snow. I'm going to take a vacation for the next month, and we might see you back in November. Love you all. This is Arthur with a day in Telos.
Got a $5 bill in my pocket. I was thinking of seeing you. Well, I'm feeling just like David Crockett. Guess I got nothing better to do. Cause I'm so low on money. Yeah, but baby, so high on life. Yeah, so low on money. Ooh, pretty baby, don't you know how on life? Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I'm going down to the corner. Now, you know, baby, just to look around. You know, it's so hard these days to even find a nigga alone.